We've got Alex, we've got BDA, we've got Matt. Gentlemen, welcome back. A roller coaster of emotion, a roller coaster ride for England. Mo, what you saying, brother?
None of these for England don't deserve to go through. They played atrocious. They were absolutely horrendous. The coach, the players, and it's not only about the system anymore. It's the players did not. The system did not make Rice play long ball. The system did not make Saka overhit his crosses. The system did not make Phil Foden hoof the ball, play terrible crosses, and absolutely these players did not deserve to go through if it wasn't for a clutch moment at the end by Jude Bellingham, who, by the way, had an atrocious and a horrendous game. None of these players are playing good. The only player that, for me, that is saved today is Kobe Mainoo. And by the way, Kobe Mainoo was not amazing, by the way. But Kobe Mainoo just played normal football, played good foot. Like, you know what I mean? Kobe Mainoo was not outstanding, but he was the only guy playing up to the bar. Everyone else was sub-bar. Everyone else waiting until the 95th minute to bring a striker when you needed to play another striker from the beginning, because Harry Kane could not be in the box. This is a simple mistake they could have done. Kyle Walker was cooked in the beginning of the game. People said Trent or not Trent. That wasn't that. It was nobody was covering that area. I actually think Southgate is lucky that England in the second round. It's a clutch moment by a long throw. England do not deserve to go. I feel bad for Slovakia. I feel bad for them. England played atrocious football today. Nobody connected any passes. Every single thing was overhit or underhit. The touches were not great. And to be honest, I thought, why not give the other guys a chance? Why did he keep Foden that long? Why did he keep Saka that long? By the way, this Saka moved to a left back. This guy listened to Ian Wright. Because, by the way, when he moved Saka to the left back, everything was going to the right side. Until 10 minutes later, when it went to Saka, everything was going to the right. Why did you move Saka to the left back if all the play was going to happen to Cole Palmer then? What is going on? I actually think, to be honest with you, England were lucky to go through, and another lifeline for Southgate. And then the media is going to come in. He made subs and this and that. Bro, it was an atrocious performance by every single player, bar Kobe Mainoo, who was just doing the minimum of a football player. Connect your passes, show up, pass the ball forward when it needs, and pass the ball backward when it needs. Everyone else was garbage. That's my take on the game. Garbage.
Yo, you're harsh. These guys just won a round of 16. I know it wasn't the best. I know it wasn't the best game. But I know it wasn't the best game. But let's be honest. For 93 minutes of that game, Mo, you're 100% right. 100% right. They threw the finally, when the 93rd minute hit, they showed that they have the bottle to actually come out with the win. They showed that they actually could do something and try to go forward. But it was a little bit too late. They should have done this earlier in the tournament. The real issue at hand was the lack of balance. And when he finally took out Phil Foden and he finally made the ballsy decision, you can't have both Foden and Jude on the pitch. I've been saying this. I'm pretty sure you guys have been saying this. You cannot have both of them on the pitch. They occupy the same area and it messes up the whole balance of the team. If you want balance, take one of them out. The moment he takes out Jude Bellingham, the moment he takes out Foden and Jude Bellingham has more space and freedom, of course, you're going to see a better team. Luckily, it was set pieces that they scored from. But the guy that they subbed on, I'm going to give him credit for Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney came on. He had a direct impact in the second goal. And him coming on in the first goal, if you actually watch it, he spaces out. He gives the space because people have another person in the box to worry about. Your set pieces, England set pieces, have been poor until this moment. Majority of the set pieces have been poor. With Harry Maguire not there, you didn't really have any major set piece threat. Ivan Toney came on, he gave them another person to worry about. And that's why a defender was hanging on him and Jude Bellingham had all that space to do what he did. And these are things that and moments that win you tournaments. Guess what? It was the ugliest game you could watch up until the 93rd minute. And all you guys deserve to be ranting and raving and talking about how Southgate and all these players were not good enough, 100%. But when you need clutch moments and you need individuals to step up, England has not been able to do that in the past. And you did this today. So you, as much as you want to criticize and bash people, look at your team and say, you know what? these people can actually do something for me when the moment's on the line, when the game is on the line. I didn't see anybody's heads drop. They continue to fight. When you're asking for somebody to show something, they finally showed it. And Jude Bellingham, the player of the year in La Liga, you got Harry Kane, one of the best strikers in the world, and they haven't looked good. Why? Because of balance. And finally, late in the game, you get an opportunity, they can score. I know it has nothing to do with it because it's a set piece, but really and truly, going forward, I do think you need to make sure that you don't have Foden and Bellingham playing in the same pitch.
Absolute rubbish. Never heard so much in my life again. Honest to God.
Explain.
Honest to God. Right, let's start with my praise for England. Well done. You won the game. Yeah, you did exactly what you were supposed to do against Slovakia. Right? However, for 95 minutes, right, and this result does not change how I feel about it whatsoever. I don't let Arsenal get away with it. I don't let Mikel Arteta get away with it when Arsenal scrape by a result. So I'm not going to allow England and Southgate to get away with it either. For 95 whole minutes, every single one of them players, barring Kobe Mainoo, played like absolute clowns. Yeah, they did not deserve to be there. Right? Bukayo Saka started really well. Then he faded. Right? And you're right about the balance. The balance is all off. Like Gareth Southgate, I thought Mikel Arteta was quite arrogant, but Gareth Southgate is seriously arrogant. You know, the fact that he didn't even think about changing it at half time, he come out with the same players. You know, give it, I would say, 10 minutes too long before he did even think about making a substitution. And then, you know, we're leaving it late in the game. Okay, Jude Bellingham, clutch moment. What else did he do? What else did he do? Yeah? I don't care about all these clutch moments and all this rubbish. What did you do for 95 minutes? What have you done in the entire tournament?
He kept you in the tournament.
Decent. Yeah? Since then, he's been shocking. Harry Kane, non-existent. Right? Just because he comes up with 1 or 2 goals does not give him a pass. At the end of the day, right, Ivan Toney showed more in 35 minutes than what Harry Kane has all tournament, barring the goals, right? Now, in terms of the balance, I explained this on your channel again, right? And I don't know if people agree with me. I spoke to Mo as well, right? But I want to put this out there. It's quite simple to balance this England team. Everybody was going absolutely mental at Ian Wright for suggesting that Bukayo Saka should play left back, right? Bukayo Saka played left back for a period of this game today. Not saying he was fantastic, because he weren't, right? But it's as simple as go to a back three. Yeah, England played a back three all the way until the final against Italy in the last Euros. So we can play a back three. Southgate's done it before. Play a back three of Walker, Stones, and Guehi. Guehi's out for the next game, obviously, so it'll have to be somebody else. Play Saka as a left wing back. Play Trent as a right wing back. Declan Rice in front of the back three. Yeah, Bellingham or Foden with Kobe Mainoo, with Harry Kane and Watkins up front. What does that offer? You get width on both sides because Saka is naturally left-footed. Trent can do what he does for Liverpool. Declan Rice can fill in and make a back four when England have the ball, which we should have the majority of the ball anyway. You've got Kobe Mainoo who can retain the ball and spray passes. You've got Jude Bellingham who can make late runs in the box like he does for Real Madrid. Harry Kane can drop deep like he likes to do. And you've got Ollie Watkins that runs beyond him, right? It's not that difficult. You want to balance this team? There you go. There's your balance for this team. But Southgate is so arrogant, so stuck in his ways, that he will continue to do the same thing regardless of the result today. Because he'll look at it and go, yeah, all right, we was lucky. And I guarantee you, Phil Foden starts on the left-hand side again in the next game. Yeah? I guarantee you nothing will change with this guy. Just sack him right now. Yeah? If England want any chance of winning this competition, and believe me, we have a very good chance. Look at the teams that we're going to be drawn up against up until the final. Sack Gareth Southgate now. Phone up Harry Redknapp. Say, come on, come and get yourself in here. Yeah. How can he have these tools available to him? Phil Foden, Premier League Player of the Season. Jude Bellingham, La Liga Player of the Season. Harry Kane, one of the best strikers of this generation. Yeah. We can keep going and going and going and going. and we can play that poorly. And then on top of that, right, we go 2-1 up, and what does Gareth Southgate do again? Oh, let's drop deep. Let's throw on Gallagher. Let's do all this rubbish again. And it was almost to a point where England were dropping so deep towards the end of that game that we nearly conceded again. You know, he don't learn from his mistakes. And that's just the reality of it. So I've had enough.
Isn't it a good thing, though, that you win even though you play ugly?
No, because when we come up against...
it is a tournament. Like, this is not club football.
Yeah,
Let me... Can I say something? Like, my microphone is working fine because I've changed the cables and everything. Okay, good.
Let's also look at the way they're playing right now, right? The Swiss look like a decent side. They can control the ball, all the rest of it, right? England do this whole sitting back, you know, rubbish and all that. None of our players, none of them look like their true selves, yeah? Bukayo Saka doesn't look like the Arsenal Bukayo Saka. Harry Kane doesn't look like the Bayern Munich. None of these players look like their true selves. We're scraping by Slovakia, yeah? We're scraping by Serbia.
I'm sorry. What's your name, man? What's your name? I forgot.
Let me just jump to Alex for a second.